3 stages down and 1 stage to go. Welcome back to Archery World Cup 2011 action. We started out this year for stage 1 in Croatia, then on to Turkey for the second stage. Now we're here in Ogden, Utah, in the United States of America for stage 3, as we get ready to head on to Shanghai, China for stage 4 later on, followed by the grand final taking place in Istanbul, Turkey. The World Cup Grand Final this year will feature the 32 best archers in 4 categories. They'll shoot for more than $150,000 US. Our picturesque shooting venue of Ogden, Utah, nestled up against the picturesque Rocky Mountains, is universally thought to be one of the best looking places to shoot that we attend on the World Cup circuit. No doubt about that, with all of the tremendous natural beauty of the region. The shooters enjoy it too because the conditions this year were exceptionally good. Not too much wind on the qualifying field at Weber State University in Ogden. And the finals, well, they took place as usual at Lindquist Field, the American Baseball Park. Let's head to the park for our first match coming up next. It is the Recurve bronze medal match, which is going to pit 2 really good shooters against each other. We haven't seen too much of either of these competitors in the World Cup circuit. However, they're both well recognized in their individual countries as being really excellent shooters. Katerina Paleka of Ukraine. She is a pretty experienced shooter. She shot in the 2000 Olympic Games in Sydney. Her opponent, the young Alejandra Valencia, a top junior, and she's ranked 39th in the world, a great achievement for someone so young. As the match gets underway, it's a draw, 4 set points for each of these 2 shooters, and so the winner of the next set is going to take the bronze. If there's a draw, it'll be a shoot-off. Katerina shooting first. And the shot is an 8 at a time when she really could have used a 10 to put extra pressure on her opponent. The young Alejandra Valencia shoots and scores also an 8. So now it's going to come down to the last 2 shots. Katerina shoots, and there is an arrow just out of the 10 ring. 2 more millimeters, she would have had it. Alejandra with a 9. And an 8 from Katerina. Alejandra. And that wins it. Alejandra Valencia taking the bronze medal. An unexpected final with 2 archers meeting for the first time. 30-year-old Paleka from Ukraine, 16-year-old Valencia steps up and wins. The Recurve gold medal match is another example of youth versus experience. She's turning 18 this year. Deepika Kumari of India has a lot of experience on this field. She won the Cadet World Championship here during the Junior Worlds back in 2009. So maybe she feels right at home. Her opponent, Sheng Ming, it's her first time here in Ogden. She's won several team medals at the World Cup last year. The first set ended in a tie between these 2 shooters, 27 all, so it was a 1-1 split. At this point, set number 4, and Sheng Ming is ahead, 4 set points to 2. So Deepika Kumari has got to win this if she wants to keep pressure on Sheng Ming, or at least force a draw to stay alive. Deepika's got great form, 9 points. Without a doubt, Deepika is the most capable shooter to come out of the Indian program in several years. But Sheng Ming comes from the Chinese powerhouse program. They've been churning out loads of great shooters. And what a performance on that shot. 10 points X-ring. Now Deepika has really got to dig deep and shoot a good shot here. Not a bad shot, but not as good as the one from her opponent just a moment ago. Sheng Ming has got about 9 years of age on Deepika. So there is an experience gap there, but Deepika's had great success. Nevertheless, Sheng Ming's starting to look unstoppable for this last set. And unfortunately, the door is now open. She knew it when she shot it. 6 or better and it's game over, and there's an 8. So Sheng Ming taking the gold. A pair of 28s for Sheng Ming over the last 2 sets made the big difference there, and a well-earned gold medal for the archer from China.
At first, the wind was a little bit difficult for me to control. However, thanks to the assistance, to the crowd, and the guidance of my coaches and leaders, and the help of my teammates, I was able to manage it. Thanks to all.
Well, we'll see some movement on the ranking list now because the Koreans, the number 1, 2, and 3 shooters, are not here. And as you can see, after this, Sheng Ming moves up to 4th. Koreans are still locked in 1st and 3rd. We've got Maja Jaeger of Denmark, who's also probably locked if she does well in the next event. Recurve bronze medal match coming up next, and it's the bronze medal final between a not too well-known American shooter named Joe Fanchen, this guy right here, a quiet but really excellent shooter. Joe is now ranked 40th in the world, but that's a little deceptive because he hasn't been to too many world ranking events. Marky Ivashko, on the other hand, well, he's been to literally hundreds of them. He is, of course, the bronze medal holder from the 2004 Olympic Games in the team round, where he actually helped beat the American men at that time back in Athens. Now, after 4 sets, Joe Fanchen has the upper hand over the highly experienced Markian Ivashko. And there's where experience comes in handy. Solid shooting from Marky. Joe shooting on home turf at the World Cup for the first time. Nice shot. Dead center 10. Markian, the best thing he can do now is keep up the pressure on Joe Fanchen by shooting 10s, but that didn't do it. Nice form from Joe. He's a product of the Olympic Training Center program in Chula Vista, California, studying under coach Ki-Sik Lee, the most successful coach in Olympic history in archery. Here's the last shot. Joe Fanchen brings it home. All he needed was a 7. He shot an 8, and that's the done deal. Bronze medal for Joe Fanchen. The quiet, unassuming, and excellent shooter from Team USA. This was really an example of a situation that really made a reversal because Ivashko had a strong start. Fanchen, a strong finish.
Hello, my name is Grachov Dmitro. I'm from Ukraine. It's the greatest country of Europe. I'm shoot recurve man individual and team round. I started shooting 15 years ago. I don't know why I like this sport. For young men, I saw how people shoot, and I really like this sport. My great title in Athens for Olympic Games. I have a bronze medal for team round. I feel very good. And next match, this final, this is very important final for me. I shoot with great archer, and I hope I can give you a good match.
No doubt about it, Dmitry Hrachov, one of the top shooters in the world. He's up against someone else that you've seen before. He won in Poreč. He won in Turkey, and he's hoping to win tonight. Yes, that is Brady Ellison, who after the World Championships in Torino is now ranked 2nd in the world. That is Coach Ki-Sik Lee, and that is Dmitry Hrachov, who's hoping to unseat the unstoppable. Well, certainly the odds were in favor of Brady starting out because he has defeated Hrachov twice in recent competition, both times at the 2nd stage of the World Cup in Antalya. In 2010 he did it, and he did it earlier this year. And right now he has the upper hand after 3 sets. Brady is ahead 4 set points to 2.
Brady, hold it still, okay? Strong hold. Make sure.
A strongly partisan American crowd, but a very courteous one. Total silence during the draw for the opponent.
9, 8, 7.
And a reasonably good shot from Dmitry Hrachov. Fresh targets are being used for each of these passes, so you can see where the previous arrows went for both of these shooters. And if you look carefully, you'll see that Brady's got a couple of 8s out there on the right-hand side. The reason is because the wind was starting to come through the stadium. There's a nighttime wind that comes out of a large canyon a few miles away from the venue. It's called Ogden Canyon. And when the wind comes out of the canyon in the evening, it can really create a funnel in the stadium and really wreak havoc on the flight of the arrow. But the shooters, having been here a few times, have gotten used to it. You'll notice the wind has actually shifted. Look at those flags in the background. Brady continuing to shoot solidly for this set. He's got himself a 2-set point advantage, and he has a 1-point advantage for the set itself.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Steady shooting from the experienced shooter from Ukraine. Can't see it behind the TV graphic, but that just caught the 8 line. So all Brady has to do is shoot the gold. There it is. Sometimes you just got to let the picture tell the story. History as Brady Ellison takes 3 consecutive World Cup finals. A tremendous achievement for the #1 man locked for the World Cup Grand Final in Istanbul and the defending champion from Edinburgh from last year. So Brady Ellison, great things ahead after taking home a bronze medal from the World Championships in Torino just last month. Disappointment and a silver medal for Dmitro Hrachov, but still a great accomplishment.
My gold medal match, the wind started changing on us and light difference, and it just worked out. I mean, just thank God a lot for this, and it was awesome to come here and win my 3rd World Cup, but it's not the 3 in a row that's so exciting. It's coming here and shooting in the U.S. and winning on home soil. It's just so special to have that crowd behind you and to do it for them.
And a special performance indeed, with Brady winning a total of 3 individual gold medals and team medals during the week. Brady is now #1 with an unstoppable 50 points. Oh-Jin Hyuk, the top Korean archer, was 2nd. Now he's 3rd after Dmitro Hrachov. Gail Prevost, the young shooter from France, is now 4th. Lots of great shooters that are going to be showing up in Istanbul with Brady's name on their arrows, no doubt about it. Compound bronze medal match getting underway now. And it pits 2 really good shooters against each other. This is Laura Longo, the #9 shooter in the world today. And, of course, Italy just fresh on the horizon, the World Championships, so she's really fresh and ready to go. So, however, is Parsamir Mahtab. Miss Mahtab, 22 years old, won the gold medal in Porsche this season, 4th at the World Championships, so she's on a roll too. Laura Longo started out with a perfect start, 30 points in the first end. Now remember, we're on the compounds now, so we've got straight scoring, no sets here.
There's a 10.
You can see the group is slightly off to the right-hand side. Longo with an opportunity here, and she takes it. Boy, what a nice shot. And a commanding lead with 2 shots to go. Just beautiful weather in Ogden all week long and light winds right now, so both shooters are performing at the peak of their potential. It's 50 meters to the target, remember, and it's an 8-centimeter 10 ring. There's another shot right there in the 10 ring. If you look closely, you'll notice that there's a very finely etched line inside the 10 ring. That's the X ring, of course, and that's used for breaking records these days. The women's world record is 149 points. A liner on the 8-9 line, and it might not matter because all Laura has to do is shoot something in the gold, and she takes it. And there it is. Laura Longo, a decisive victory for the bronze medal. Happiness for the top shooter from Italy. A little disappointment for Miss Mahtab, but the fact of the matter is she has had an outstanding year, and in a few minutes we'll see just how well that has served her on the ranking list.
Sono Marcella Tognoli, vengo dall'Italia.
Hello, my name is Marcella Tognoli. I come from Italy and I shot in women compound category in both gold finals, individual and mixed team.
Io ho iniziato a tirare 8 anni fa.
I began archery 8 years ago in the recurve category, and 3 years ago I changed for compound category.
Ho iniziato perché lo facevo.
I started archery at
Ho
school.
vinto
I won in March the indoor championships, and then 2 weeks later I won the European indoor championships.
Ho vinto gli europei indoor e adesso a luglio con
And then with Sergio, we won the championships in Torino.
Targa col mixetti. Sarà uno scontro.
It will be a really tough match, because with Erika we already met in Torino, where she won. I hope to have my revenge here and bring the gold medal at home.
Di portare a casa questa medaglia d'oro.
Well, Marcella Tonioli was 6th at the World Championships, but she is the champion of the world when it comes to the mixed team event. Her opponent is Erika Anschutz of the United States of America, a highly experienced shooter who won the World Cup Stage 1 in Poreč earlier this year. And Erika also took the bronze medal at the World Championships. As I mentioned, her opponent, Ms. Tonioli, placed 6th. That's Diane Watson in the coach's box for the USA. Marcella Tonioli is ranked 13th in the world after her performance in Torino. She's a great shooter, up and coming on the Italian scene. Now, as we go into 4 ends, remember, straight scoring for the gold medal match, we are looking at an advantage for Marcella Tonioli. She started out strong and just got better. Erika has been shooting unsteadily. She had a weak start to the match, only 53 points after the first 2 ends, and Tonioli really capitalized on that with a 5-point lead to start out, which is almost insurmountable when your opponent continues to shoot well. Erika's starting to deliver the goods, though, toward the end, and she has the possibility of trying to close the gap if she keeps delivering 10s and if her opponent continues to slightly loosen up as she has over the last couple of ends. A 10 would be really useful here, but that's not it. That's a 9. Erika now in position to try to force a shoot-off in the next 2 arrows.
Beautiful.
And there's determination. Erika Anschutz, another 10.
Beautiful. You're at top of the 10.
If she stays in the 10 ring, and if Marcella makes another mistake, we could very well be looking at a shoot-off here. And that is the mistake. The door is open. Erika Anschutz can force a shoot-off by shooting a 10. In fact, she can even win the match.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
That is determination. What a group. Unbelievable. Erika Anschutz has forced a shoot-off at the very least if Marcella Tonioli can put it in the 10. And she does it. Oh my goodness. The heat is on now. It's going to be a shoot-off. Erika Anschutz, Marcella Tonioli. Really good grouping from both of those shooters, and you'll notice they're both a little high there. So we've got a shoot-off. It is confirmed. And it's going to be our original shooting order. It's going to be Erika Anschutz shooting first on target number 1, which from the shooter point of view is going to be the left-hand target. Here we go. Solid 10 might just clinch this. Not quite. A good shot, but not a great one. Can Marcella Tonioli hold up to the pressure? Can she shoot the 10 needed to win? Absolutely. An X. And Marcella Tonioli, a well-earned gold medal for the archer from Italy.
Congratulations. Good job.
That'll look good on her mantelpiece right next to her World Championship gold medal from the mixed team event in Torino at the Worlds. A silver medal for Erika Anschutz, showing true mettle.
I didn't try to win with a single arrow in a shoot-off. But everything went well. I upped a 10 because Erika shot a 9, and I shot a 10. Everything went well.
Well, this will be a big help to the prospects for Marcella Tonioli. You'll notice her nowhere on the list when it comes to the previous World Cup current rankings, and now she's number 4. Parsamir Mahtab, Laura Longo, Erika Anschutz all ahead of her. Albina Loganova drops to 5th. Compound bronze medal match for the gentlemen is going to be a good one. It's the Sultan of Smooth versus the Honey Badger, Rio Wild and Sergio Pagni. Sergio Pagni, well-deserved title of the Sultan of Smooth, two-time grand final winner. The only man to ever do that, 6th in the world right now. Rio Wild, number 4 in the world, disappointed after bringing a bronze medal home from the World Championships in Torino, where he was hoping to defend his World Championship from Ulsan, Korea. That's his brother Logan in the coach's box. After 12 arrows of 15, it's a 2-point lead for Sergio Pagni. Rio uncharacteristically dropping a few 9s. He needs to put the pressure on Pagni now if he is going to try to salvage the bronze. And there's one way to do it.
On that left side, so if you're on that left side, hold it in the middle.
You can hear Logan in the background there telling his brother to hold more in the middle. He's holding off to the left. Sergio, meanwhile, shooting off to the right.
9.
The arrow was initially scored a 9 and then 9 asterisk, which means it might be touching. That might become critical. Only a single point separating these two, so every point counts, and Rio's turning up the heat. Look how smoothly Sergio Pagni executes. Just like butter.
See? Simply.
And if you look carefully at that previous arrow, you'll notice it is touching the line. And as I said, that could be really critical when it comes to deciding who's going to win this thing. Rio with a 10-10-10 decisive finish, but will it be enough to hold off Sergio Pagni? If Sergio shoots a 10, it'll be over regardless of the value of that first shot. That is the way to do it. Sergio Pagni decisively taking out Rio Wild on home turf. Rio lives only about 100 miles from here. But disappointment for Rio Wild, victory for Sergio Pagni. And no doubt Sergio looking forward to perhaps even a 3rd title in Istanbul. The compound gold medal match pits 2 truly great shooters. Now, earlier in the night, during the mixed team event and during the actual team round, Braden Galantine, this guy right here, the guy that you remember for shooting a perfect score in Copenhagen, shot nothing but 10s, 16 consecutive 10s, a truly incredible achievement. That's Coach Kisik Lee on the line. Roger Willett Jr. is about to make history if he can take this match, because he's won Porridge and he's won Turkey. And if he wins tonight, he'll be the first person ever, besides Brady Ellison, to win 3 in a row.
What is it?
Now, you don't see it, but the situation is this. The judge on the line yellow-carded Braden, and it left him with only 6 seconds to execute. And you can see the result. He barely was able to get the shot off in time. You heard the horn in the background. The Americans stunned. They don't know what happened. And I have to point out that an official apology was actually made because of the official's error. It's debatable whether or not that actually cost Braden any points, but there's no doubt that he had to collect himself and try to come back. He's obviously stunned and confused. Roger Willett Jr. certainly focused on his own match, maybe not even aware of what's going on with his opponent at this point. Braden is going to have to get his head back in this game, though. He is completely stunned and confused. Roger continues to pound, and 10-10-9 to start, giving him the advantage, 2 points right off the bat. You can just see it on Braden's face. I mean, he is absolutely stunned. So after 4 ends now, it's still a 2-point gap. Braden really pulled it together, though, showing true sportsmanship. Roger continues to shoot strongly. Each of these guys have 2 arrows left and 2 points separating them. Roger Willett Jr. on his way to history. Roger with another 10. There's no doubt Braden Galantine has got to be really upset, even at this point. It still shows on his face. Roger takes the gold. Decisive final end A tremendous achievement. Roger Willett Jr. making history, an enormous disappointment for Braden Galantine, but as always, Roger gracious in victory.
Competition against my teammates is very difficult because I consider Rio and Braden to be an equal tie for the two best compound archers in the world. I truly feel they're the best in the world. So every time I have to shoot against either one of them, it's very difficult. I get really nervous, get a little scared because I know how good they are, and it actually helps me step up my game and shoot better myself, but it's very nerve-wracking shooting against them guys. It's hard. So.
Well, it's a little easier now because Roger Willett Jr., you're going to Istanbul, #1 ranked and staying there with now 75 ranking points. Jorge Jimenez still ranked second. Braden Galantine moving up to third, tied with Rio Wild. He may find himself having to go to Shanghai to make sure he gets to go to Istanbul. And so that wraps it up from Ogden, Utah, here in the United States of America, where we're going to be back next year for the final Olympic qualifying tournament before the London Olympic Games. Our next stop, Shanghai, China. It'll be the final opportunity to qualify for the grand final in Istanbul taking place in September. We'll see you there.